Hello dear students. Today we are going to talk about information technology. Let's look at the objectives. We will be trying to achieve these objectives. The first one, defining the meaning of information, learning subject-specific vocabulary, reading for specific information, learning present simple for descriptions of processes. Let's start with leading activity to warm up first. Please look at these pictures and try to answer this question. When these technologies were invented? Please pause the video, list them by the given timeline. So let's check now. The first you can see the radio, which was invented at the back to the late 19th century. The electronic numerical integrated computer was completed in 1945. In the late 80s and early 90s, you can see here is MP3 player, which was invented. The original PlayStation was released in 1994 in Japan, but in 1995 in America. The Microsoft Table PC was introduced in 2002. The Microsoft Spot watches were introduced in 2004. Of course, there are some advancements, updates after that. So let's answer the questions. Here you can see food for thought. First question. I'd like to pause this video. I'd like you guys to pause this video and answer these questions first. How have these advancements impacted society, businesses, and personal lives? Well, I hope you already answered this question. You know that the technology has revolutionized communication, and the impact of communication we can see nowadays. So people sitting in one place can contact with each other remotely. The technology has revolutionized communication in several ways. It is now more accessible and flexible to communicate with each other. As for education, I can say that online learning environments, online learning platforms, or digital resources have made education much easier and flexible also. People can contact with each other globally in real time now. Advancements in medicine have improved also, so they invented new diagnostic tools, increasing life expectancy and enhancing quality of life. And the development of technology has not bypassed the business sphere as well. And businesses also, businessmen and businesswomen also can contact with each other sitting in one place remotely. And due to it, we can see reduction cost for businesses. And what about personal lives? Development of technology also impacted on personal lives. We can see smartwatches, wearable devices, which can help to control our diet, health issues, right? And we can say about smart devices and some other electronic devices that can help maintain our health issues. And what is IT? IT, information technology, is use of computers, network, software, and other electronic devices. IT is essential for managing and processing in various formats, and it is crucial for modern businesses, education, healthcare, and many other spheres. All right, what are their predictions for future developments in IT? So we can mention about a lot of predictions. Probably, in my opinion, in the next 20 years, people may fly to the moon. What do you think about that? Probably moon industry, moon tourism will be developed in near future. We will see. Okay, let's review some vocabulary. Probably you already know the meaning of this specific vocabulary, but before reading and listening, let's boost vocabulary, okay? So software, here is a definition: a program or instructions that makes a computer perform a specific task. Here, code, a set of words and signs that give instructions to a computer. Hardware, it refers to the physical parts, physical components of computer. So data processing, the act of entering, using, or manipulating data with computers. Technical support, the task of helping people use and understand technology. Quality assurance, the act of checking products for problems. Encoding, the act of changing data so that no one can read it, it is changed again. Let's check how well you remember these words and definitions. Please match the words with the definitions. You may pause the video again. I hope you already have done this task, and let's check. Software, code, hardware, data processing, technical support, quality assurance, encoding, and information security. And I hope you also found these answers, and if so, you did a great job. Now, I'd like to draw your attention another vocabulary task. Here you can see in the word bank 3 words and phrase which you need to put in order to fill in the gaps. So what do you think in the first sentence? Which word can be matched? The second one, the company uses what to protect information? Encoding. All right, the third one, the hardest one, right? Quality assurance finds and fixes problems in new products. All right, now try to use this vocabulary, and here you can see the specific vocabulary in the text in the article. Please pause the video again, read this text quickly, then try to answer the questions. Okay guys, I hope you have read this text and you are ready to answer the questions. If you answered it already, it is good. Let's match. Let's check your answers. So first one is false, second is false, and third one is true. In this term, I'd like to mention about the techniques, how you need to find out the answers. So first of all, I'd like you guys to read the questions and underline the keywords first. Okay, please read the questions and underline the keywords. Here you can see the IT department is increasing, right? So you need to find out in the text whether it is increased or not. If this statement is true, if it is correlates with the text, so you need to say true. You need to choose true answer. And you can see here in the first sentences, even in the first sentences, that the answer is false because IT department is not dealing with the increase effectively. Here is already given the answer. If we look at the second sentence, data processing employees new encode data, this statement is also false. And supervisors know the employees new assignments. And here you can see that this is true at the end of the sentence. I mean the text, it is already given, right? Okay, now let's listen to the conversation between a data pro, company, employee, and your supervisor. And you need to choose the correct answers.
Kent, I have a question about the restructuring.
Please come in. What's your question?
Well, I'm now in the quality assurance section.
Yes, you have a great understanding of hardware.
Thanks. But I have more experience with information security.
I see. You want to transfer then?
Exactly. I feel that I'm more valuable there.
Let me think about it.
If you want to listen to this recording again, you may just rewind this video and listen to it twice. Now let's answer these questions. What is a dialogue mainly about? Which answer did you choose? Okay, it is B. Second question. What can you infer about the employee? What can you say about the employee? Which answer did you choose? The correct answer is B. Now, before doing some other tasks, let me remind about the present simple. Present simple, when do we use it? when we are talking about the action which happens regularly, it is habitual action. For example, it's habitual for you to drink a coffee in the morning, or to do exercises, or to run in the morning, etc. This is habitual actions. And there are some routines, right? For example, you go to the university 5 days a week, let's say, right? This is your routine and general truths, the facts which no one can deny it. For example, let's see in the sentence, ice melts when it's hot, right? So the ice melts when it's hot. So I'm using present simple here. What kind of structure I need to use? Let's look at the examples. Here you can see personal pronouns I, you, we, they. With these personal pronouns, we do add nothing to the verb. I mean, the verb comes bare. I load the computer every day, for example, right? And here you can see another personal pronouns, she, he, and it. And pay attention to the verb. Here we added as after the verb. So after these personal pronouns, you need to add as to the verb. So the structure is like that. After subject, you need to use verb. When the subject is he, she, it, don't forget to add as or es to the verb. This is in affirmative sentences. But what about in negative sentences? In negative sentences, we need to use do auxiliary verb by adding not. For example, do and not. So shorter, we need to say don't, right? So with he, she, it, we need to use does, and you need to add not. In short, we can say doesn't. So here you can see the example. I don't load the computer every day, or she doesn't load the computer every day. And pay attention to the verb again. She doesn't load the computer again. Here we don't use as because we added this as to auxiliary verb do, and here she doesn't load the computer every day, we need to say. What about in interrogative, in question sentences? In this case, we need to put do or does before subject. Do or does, then subject comes, then the main verb. For example, and don't forget to put question marks. Do you load the computer every day? Does she load the computer every day? And focus on the pronunciation as well. At the end, we need to lower our voice. Do you load the computer every day? And here you can see the keyword which mostly we use in present simple, every day. So there are a lot of keywords to use in present simple in order to show habitual actions or routines. For example, usually, always, every day, every week, even never, ever, we can use in present simple. Okay, let's fix this material by doing some tasks. Here you can see the activity which you need to choose verb and underline the correct form of the verb, okay? When one computer system is set up to communicate with another computer system, connectivity, what do you think? Which one we need to choose? Becomes or become? Pay attention to the subject. If it is in the third singular, so you need to add as to the verb. Don't forget it. So connectivity is in the third singular. That's why we need to choose the verb becomes. Next sentence. People are the most important component of the computer system. Pay attention to the subject in order to choose the best word. People in the plural, right? So if it is in the plural, remember the personal pronoun they, so we do not add anything to the verb, right? So people are the most important component of the computer system. And they what? Create or creates? Pay attention to the personal pronoun they. The main memory, which one we need to choose? Here we need to choose holds, because the main memory give the question to the subject, what? And you can replace this phrase with it. It, if you remember, if you just rewind the video and look through the table which I provided you, you can see the personal pronouns and the verb, which verbs may use after certain personal pronouns. So you can see after it, we need to add s to the verb. The main memory holds the instruction and data. Next sentence, computers play or plays. What do you think? Of course, play a crucial role in our everyday lives. Data analysts analyze or analyzes. Pay attention to the subject. Is it in the plural or in the singular? Yes, it is in the plural. That's why we are choosing the verb analyze. Okay, I hope you did this task and you checked it. Now you need to watch a video about how to install software in Windows and write down the verbs that you will hear in the present simple, then describe the steps using this tense. Please watch a video and try to use as many words as you can.
Installing software in Windows. Digital photo editing, computer gaming, video streaming. All these things are possible because of different types of software running on your computer. Today, the most common way to get new software is to download it from the internet. Applications like Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop can now be purchased and downloaded right to your computer. You can also install free software this way. For example, if you want to install the Google Chrome web browser, you can visit their download page and then click the download button. The installation file will be saved to your computer in .exe format. This is the standard extension for installing files on Windows computers. Here are the steps to install an application from a .exe file. Download the .exe file. Locate and double-click the .exe file. In most cases, it will be in your Downloads folder. A dialog box will appear. Follow the instructions to install the software. When it asks you if you want to allow this app to make changes, click Yes. The app will be downloaded and then installed. Once you see installation complete, you can now close the dialog box and open the application from the Start menu or the Start screen. To learn more about computers, check out our Computer Basics tutorial on our website at gcfglobal.org.
GCF Global, creating opportunities for a better life.
Okay guys, I hope you could write down the verbs that in the present simple, and please download these answers to the AIS system. I'll be happy to check. So now it's speaking time. Here you can see the instructions, instructions for the speaking. You need to make up dialect now. So of course you don't have a partner now, you can do it alone, and if you were in the classroom, of course you would work with partner and you would make up the dialect together and act out the roles. But now just the one thing you need to do, make up the dialect. Here I can provide you a sample for this instruction. So please pause the video, read out this dialect and try to make up the dialect by yourself. I hope you have done this task, and now let's look at the home assignment, what you need to do by yourself. So you need to make up sentences using today's target vocabulary, and the second thing, you need to think about one of the technologies and highlight its key features, uses, advantages, and disadvantages as well. It might be your laptop, I don't know, it might be your microwave, anything, any kind of technologies you may think about, and write about these technologies' features, advantages, and disadvantages, please. I hope this lesson was useful. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. See you later, guys.